Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here.
Brysley, what you asking
the
for?
Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Your sister's on me. I can't right now.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Was that you just on my back? Okay, I see you. Flip a D.
On first down, Boston going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch. Really nice yardage.
First and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Boston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Yeah, she said, Mommy's my toilet.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Boston.
He's right here.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now, but we'll see if someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25.
What's up, Pop?
24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
I'm right here. You weren't even talking to you. She said, I'm right here. You weren't even talking to her.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dennis Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's open.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
I know, baby.
Now Hurts on the option right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. It's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Able to power through. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Eagles hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Yes.
I guess that's the right cooler. Purple's over there. But which number do you have?
Silver, ready?
2. We have 2.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
What are you doing? Watching your butt? I am not your toilet. Get off me.
Hurts.
That's so rude.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Just a little bit.
They tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Here's Hurts to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
Come on.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Steen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Eagles 0.
Remember, put this the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No gain on the play there, second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing
Let me see if I can do it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Not on the cap, on the bottom.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
63. Silver. Wait, how did you jump over your knee? 73.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
65.
Yes.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll audible to something else. They run the option on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their mobile quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Eagles 0.
I'll tell you what, Bryson. If you are a
The
good
kickoff
boy,
unit is out on the field. And
you don't want to be a good boy. So that means you don't want to earn the fish. You just want to get it.
Down at the 28-yard
Okay,
line,
let's say
so
working
decision
it
to
in.
bring it out of the end zone, get some 3 more.
Oh, so now you're crying, bro.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
But we could look online. Indy, this is a library book. This is not how you roll it. Please do not do that again. No, this is fine. Sure. I'm no longer your...
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, Silver, ready? 63.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
No.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Quickly to Addison here. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Let me see. Which one you want? That one? All right, we're going to have to look at it. Mommy will look at it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Boston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Let's go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? Okay. But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Crowd left, get it. No touch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts.
That's nice.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, get it.
He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
63, bang. Hey. Bang. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, get it. Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
No
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Swift. It's in the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Get it! Warriors, 70! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers! Mustang 19!
The final shot before break. Boston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Now from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Once again, it's Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now back to throw.
You could have picked that.
The Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point safely through, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on first down, Boston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Drop 50, drop 50. Rig alert, rig alert.
On 1st and 10, Boston.
Bruh, he is overthrowing that shit every time.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Silver. King, Phil King. Phil King. Don't touch that.
Hurts.
That's a good pass. I don't know what goddamn little thing back there doing.
Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Point after right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 78 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
To throw on second down, Boston. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Boston. Pressure.
Hey, you came in here and said Joseph K. Nah, that shit. He started playing like shit right after that.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target.
I ain't even gonna hold you. He started playing like shit right after that.
Before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end.
That's the first corner route he actually threw on the money.
And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston.
Look at him.
And that went too far in front.
I'm glad he did.
It
Probably
it's
would have been
incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Off play action. Boston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Addison, you had him beat.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 73. Call up Yanni.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Hey.
On first down, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Boston throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Boston under pressure, and they got to him again. Right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
What y'all watching?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Past the 60, past the 60.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
I know. This
They're
game
going to mark that
this
where
game
it
about to
went
be
out
over.
of bounds. So really
I'm
good
about to
starting
lose.
field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Boston. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll come up now on second down. To throw again. Boston into the hands of Cooper. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Boston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, Craig. Warrior, 70. 70 Ranger.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It only matters